Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Thursday morning. I try to go live before my daughter gets up because she likes to pop in every once in a while and say things or just be part of the video because it's what she really likes. So I had to negotiate with her. She was screaming in that last one. I'm like, oh no, what's up? So she was upset that her mom leaves to work really early in the morning and she doesn't get to see her before she goes. So can't blame her. She loves her mom. So anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about this morning is the blame game. I posted something earlier that's like, oh, what did it say? Yeah, the blame game gets you nowhere. I mean, blaming others for your shortcomings or your problems or anything that goes wrong doesn't really get you anything. And I've talked about this before, how negativity kind of sells in this world, especially in the country that we're in right now. All they do is post on social, or not social media, well, it's on social media, on media in general, is negative things about everything that goes on. And whether you're one side or the other with the negative stuff, you'll see it. You'll see that you see the negative side of all the stories in the news, in the media, and things like that. But a lot of times you don't see the positive stuff. And that's kind of tough. That's kind of hard to swallow, especially when you're trying to live your life on a positive side, trying to be successful by being a positive person, because negativity never gets anyone anywhere. And I firmly believe that. I don't think that anyone really understands that. I really believe that negativity is crap. It sucks. It's not a good thing. And so if you live your life blaming other people for your shortcomings, you're never going to get your goal met. It's not going to happen. Whatever your goal is. And I've got a lot of stuff going for me right now. And it's interesting because it all stems from doing what I'm doing right now, from posting a video daily, posting my thoughts on social media, on a bunch of different platforms. And it's really hard to sit back and say, if I would have done nothing, what would have happened? Because nothing would have happened. And it's all on me. Everything that I do is on me. So no one's going to push me to do anything. I'm going to have to keep pushing myself to be successful, to reach the goal of what I want, to be a motivational speaker, to be someone who you look up to, who you look to for advice, who basically, I'm just telling you what's worked for me in my life, coming from that background of what I have. I mean, I sat down with someone yesterday and they were talking about, you're the typical kind of person, because I started out changing tires. I mean, I started out working as somewhat of a mechanic, I tried going to school first, and I thought, I bought into the, hey, you need to go to school to be successful. And that works for some people. And if that's what you deem successful, then do it. But, I thought, hey, you know what? It was all about money. That's really what it was about. It wasn't about happiness. It was about money. So what I did was I went and I worked and I made a lot of money and I bought all the things that I wanted, and I created this huge debt, because that's what you do. That's what people do. And it was interesting because, that was kind of the way I lived my life. So I was used to living one way. Well, I thought, I quit on college because it wasn't what I needed to do. And my parents sat there and told me over and over again, you got to go to college to be successful, which was the dream that people sell to you. That's what they tell you, is that you have to go to college to be successful. So you sit there and you tell other people, hey, go to college, go to college, go to college, go to college. And that's what we try to tell people. Well, with that happening, everyone goes to college now, right? And it kind of watered down what a degree was. And I can't say that that's with my degree, that's what it is. With an education degree, it's pretty watered down anyway. People don't believe in the system right now, which sucks, because there's a lot of great people out there that are teaching our kids to be successful, but then there's a lot of people behind that who disagree with it. So when it doesn't have any backbone, when no one supports something, it doesn't really have any traction. And that's a tough thing for me as a former teacher, was the fact that I could sit there and do everything. And I was a PE teacher. I mean, I'm sure you guys think there's a negative connotation to that, or some people think that, but the fact of the matter is the same stuff happens in PE that happens in any other class. Certain people don't believe that there's something that is important in it, or they don't find value in physical education. So they fail, or their parents don't make them do things that they should do, or they don't, and they don't have to make you do anything. But the fact of the matter is that as being a functioning person of society, when someone tells you how to do something or someone asks you to do something, sometimes you have to learn how to take orders. If you don't like that, that's the time where you continue to do what you do, and people will, at some point, you're going to be in charge of your own situation. But when you live in your parents' house, you're kind of under their rule, and you kind of got to do what they do what they say, or at least they want you to. So anyway, I bought into that, and I went back to school, and I got a degree, and I taught. Then I got another degree while I was getting a degree, and I created more debt for myself, and I liked what I did. I liked teaching PE. I liked coaching baseball, but I didn't find that people valued it enough, and then there was just so much stuff in the way. There's so many parameters of the way that you have to do things that, state and government and administration and things like that have to follow, because that's just the way it is. There's so many different things, and it doesn't allow a teacher to be a teacher. It doesn't allow them to do things that they want to do. And so I left. I quit teaching. I have 2 degrees sitting on the wall over here to my right, and I'm probably never going to use them for what they were meant for. And that's okay, because I found what made me happy. And I really think that people need to understand that your happiness is dependent on you, and you can blame others for the bad things that happen in your life, but your happiness depends on you. You make that happiness. You make that success. You make things good for yourself. And if you continue to sit there and blame everyone else for what it is, you're never going to be happy. You can't blame people. What you can do is you can control what you can control. You can control your happiness. You can control your mindset. You can control how hard you work. And so I know I say this on a daily basis, but it really hits home with me. You really got to hammer down on that. You really got to understand that if there is something that you want, you need to work really hard to get it. And if you don't work really hard to get it, then you don't want it that bad. It's no one else's goal but yours. And so, when you wake up and you're a 5-year-old kid and you say you want to be an astronaut, go be an astronaut. But understand what you have to do to be an astronaut. That's what it boils down to. So, go out there and find what makes you happy and just execute over and over again. Posting on social media is tough, but I continue to do it because I see a value in it, and I've gotten some pretty cool things out of it. I've gotten my mentality, I've gotten my mindset, I've gotten success, I've made myself happy, I've made a difference in someone else's life. And I could have done that without an education, but it kind of defines who you are. I wouldn't change what I did because it made me who I am. It made me understand that hard work happens. When I went to college the first time, it was like a 1.67 GPA, and I got my master's with about a 3.9. So that's pretty good. For me anyway, in my mind, that's pretty good. So I think that you really got to realize that if you work hard, like I didn't work hard the first time and I did the second time, and it shows. It'll show what you're doing and what your value is, where you find value. Obviously, I don't do that, so I don't do that anymore. I don't teach, so my degrees are somewhat meaningless, but I did get those, and I had to go through the education to learn how to be the type of person that I am and learn all those things that I did. So really what I'm saying is go out there, go out and push yourself no matter what. If this is your thing, then do it. If you want to be successful in business, if you want to be successful in life, if there's something that you really want to do, you can push it on this platform. And it's way easier pushing it here than it is anywhere else. But if you just sit back and you don't get yourself out there, then that's your choice. So we all have choices. This is mine. I love doing what I'm doing. I hope that you guys have a great day. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please follow me on Instagram. Please follow me on TikTok. Please follow me wherever I am. Give me some comments. Let me know what you think. I like having conversation with like-minded individuals, and like-minded doesn't mean that we have the same opinion or we agree on anything, which a lot of people, or agree on everything, which a lot of people think. So continue to keep those conversations going, because if we don't, then we'll never find what's right for us. Anyway, have a great Thursday.